Wisconsin Congressman Paul Ryan about to wrap up his first day as Speaker of the House. Good evening. I'm Eric Franke.
And I'm Michelle Lee. Now that he's taken over, he will have some challenges ahead. Political reporter Jessica Arp has continuing coverage from Washington, D.C. tonight.
The celebration is underway here at the Library of Congress for Speaker Paul Ryan. But the question on the Hill is, when will the party be over?
The Speaker-elect, Paul D. Ryan of the state of Wisconsin.
The fanfare of the House floor, Speaker Paul Ryan promises will give way to an era of cooperation and action in Congress.
The people of this country, they've done all of us a great honor. Now let's prove ourselves worthy of it.
A budget and debt limit bill was passed just Wednesday night, but big issues and partisan battles may still loom large.
I think being the Speaker, when we have a Republican government like we do in Wisconsin, it's a little bit easier as opposed to Washington, where it's a divided government with so many people who are looking to advocate for their own beliefs, which are so diametrically opposed to Paul Ryan.
Even the leader of the National Republican Party says he thinks Ryan may help Republicans win in 2016 because he can tame issues in his own House.
The thing that I think is most important is that Paul is going to put a long-term vision on the table. Here are the 5 things that we want to get done. When you do that, you can get through the minor squabbles because everyone understands what the big picture is, and that's what Paul's going to bring to the table.
Wisconsin Democrats were congratulating Ryan in statements, saying their work with him shows they think he can reach across the aisle. Senator Ron Johnson is even more hopeful. How long does the honeymoon last here, though?
I'm hoping to last for a decade or more. No, we have to. I mean, we have got to start solving these problems, and people like a person like Paul Ryan doesn't come along very often.
The congressional issues will wait through the weekend as Speaker Ryan plans to return to Janesville on Friday. In the nation's capital, Jessica Arp, WISC News 3.
All right, and take a look at this. It is the first speaker selfie. Former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney tweeted this pic right after today's vote. Ryan, of course, was Romney's running mate during the 2012 presidential campaign.